What's up, guys? It's Extreme Game Guy here. I'm back, and today I'm going to be covering a spell cycle deck that's been working extremely well for me lately, and it's a lot of fun to play. And no, it's not skillless. I will show you some of the gameplay. You want to check out my clan? I actually have a subscriber in here, Space Miner 03, right here. So if you join this clan, you can see all the decks before the video comes out. We actually did some 2v2s, and the cool thing about this deck, it's not only good in 1v1s, it's good in 2v2s as well. If I show you my 2v2 log, it's a lot of wins, and then like some war stuff, but I want to show you a bait matchup because, oh, I don't have a bait matchup. Well, I would have shown you versus a bait matchup, but as you can see, my log is pretty good so far. I'll show you this one against, oops, not share it, but watch it, versus a Hog Rider, like, Ice Wiz NATO deck. So we'll speed it up here in the beginning, and then, so we're against Walking Dead from PanCon Cafe, and as I said, he's playing a Hog Rider deck. He put a Valkyrie at the bridge, which was pretty weird. So far, so good. I'm just gonna Ice Spirit here, and yeah, really weird. So, oh yeah, I remember this game. This was a very, very weird game. He does a defensive Hog Rider, and I thought that knight would take it out, but that Hog Rider gets 2 swings, so we're off to a pretty bad start. And now he's going to rocket my Ice Wizard. So we're off to a really bad start. So I'm just going to trade rockets with him. We're down like a couple of, like 1 elixir or so. 1.5 maybe. And yeah, so he has the elixir advantage, he has the damage advantage, and we're not doing so great. So whenever you see, right here, whenever you see them place a building just against nothing, you're not really going to have any pushes you're making, because this deck is all about spell cycling. So normally, if they put down, like, let's say an Inferno Tower versus nothing, they just put it down to cycle, I guess, you would rocket their tower, because that's 5 elixir they wasted. So that's like a 1 elixir rocket. Since he placed down his Tesla, I would have actually rocketed there. That would be a 2 elixir rocket. But I didn't have a rocket, so I just poisoned his tower. And that's free damage. So the Tesla's not going to do anything, because this whole deck, all your troop cards are not going to be going on offense. They're going to be used on defense. Maybe you'll use an Ice Spirit to get chip damage, but like, Tesla can't get any value. No buildings can get any value. So if they place a building down, you can just poison or rocket their tower because it's free damage. So that's exactly what I do. I poison his tower, and we just wait. Places an Ice Wizard in the back. So I'll just put a knight in the back. We're not doing much. So, and now he sets up for a hog push. I do bats, tornado, and a log, just to make sure it doesn't get too many hits. And as you can see, it only gets 1 singular hit. So we're still in the damage deficit, and we're in the slight elixir deficit. And as I said, it will get value on my Ice Wizard, so I'm only gonna poison. I'm not gonna rocket there, because that would put me in a huge elixir deficit. So he rockets, I rocket. If they just rocket their tower because they want a rocket cycle, you can always just mirror their attacks. So he logs. I'm just going to keep cycling. I'm going to Ice Wizard, Knight, and then he NATO, so I NATO. I'm surprised I didn't NATO it to the King Tower. So, no, that was a pretty good defense. So basically, what you want to do is, basically, like, let's say you do a super good positive elixir trade on defense. So let's say you defend a Golem Night Witch push with Ice Wizard, Tornado, Knight, or something like that, and you make a positive elixir trade, you can just rocket their tower, or rocket or poison their tower, because you might need the poison on defense versus like a graveyard. So you rocket their tower if you defend successfully versus graveyard. If you need the rocket on defense versus Sparky or Balloon or something, then you poison their tower after a defense. So that's exactly what I did. Oops. I poisoned his tower, and I actually catch an Ice Wizard, which is alright value. And we're going to Ice Spirit Bats and make sure he gets no damage, because he does have a rocket. If that hog got one shot, it would have cost me the game. So now it's in poison log range, but if I did that, I would lose. So I'm going to poison because he's not rushing me with anything. And he rockets, which is a mistake. So I'm free to log, and I win with 126 health on my tower. So that game, there's a lot of stuff you can take away from that game. This game, I don't want to show you that because he just spammed stuff and I didn't have stuff in cycle. He just got lucky with his starting hand, and yeah. So that's the 1v1 battles. I'll show you this game. This was a pretty crazy game versus, was it this one? No, it was, oh yeah, this one was pretty crazy as well. So this is a 1-tower deck. You're not usually going to get 2 crowns with it. If you lose your tower, you're probably screwed, or if they lose connection, then you're extremely lucky. So I don't usually like sharing 2v2s, but this was a pretty crazy 2v2. So they have Giant P.E.K.K.A, and they have like Mini P.E.K.K.A, Night Witch, all of that. And it was pretty crazy how we defended all this. So they're coming with this huge push, and his P.E.K.K.A basically killed everything. All their stuff is dead. They arrowed my bats, and now what are we gonna do? So the power of Ice Wizard Tornado is going to show right now. And the thing with your 2v2 partner, they have Tornado as well. Or is that me? No, that was my 2v2 partner. They had Tornado as well. And as you could see, we just defended that push with like a Musketeer, Ice Wizard, and Tornado. And the balloon was locked on by the Wizard, so I could rocket it, and that's good value. It's great value. And the balloon ends up getting death damage because of that. So with this deck, you want to get any sort of damages helpful. As you can see, I went Ice Spirit Bats. My Ice Spirit jumped under Fire Spirits, and then the bats were free to rain on the tower, and then they arrowed 2 bats, which is a terribly negative elixir trade. And so it was looking really good for us. I logged the tower to cycle, and it does get damaged. So, and the thing with this deck, you have log and tornado. So if they're playing bait, you can like tornado their goblin barrels to the king tower, and that's even better than logging it. And then you can use Knight versus like goblin gangs and stuff like that. Although I don't suggest using a log to cycle as your starting play. You can. It won't hurt you. You can recover from it. It's not going to end the game because you cycled a log. So we're setting up for another defense. We got an Ice Wizard, a Musketeer, and they get an extremely valuable Fireball there. And now I'm thinking like we're screwed. So what we do is I put a Knight in the back to take out the Electro Wizard, and then I put down an Ice Wizard, and then we Tornado it, and then they heal it, but we got the Baby Dragon, we got the Ice Wizard. And as you can see, this deck is such a beast on defense. And it's even better with a 2v2 partner because you have that extra source of DPS, damage per second, if you didn't know. With like whatever they have. Like my partner had a royal ghost, they had a baby dragon, they had a musketeer, and you can have extra tornadoes just in case. And right now they weren't playing anything, so I just decided to rocket their tower to finish the game off. And they gave me a ton of poison value, so I'm going to take that. And then I tornadoed it because, I don't know. So as you can see, the giant has a good amount of health, and they heal it, so I'm like, oh my gosh, we're screwed here. But nope, Ice Wizard is so strong, and it just slows the thing down so much. It's crazy. But right now, we're doing alright. We get a pretty hefty push coming after us. And my partner wastes a freeze on nothing, which was a mistake by her. And so I'm just going to log that so the knight can get a shot on it. And the game looks like it's over, but this deck has rocket and poison, so I rocket the tower, I poison the tower, and boom, goes down. We have 400 health left on our tower, and as you saw, we did a bunch of kiting. We moved all the stuff around. It was pretty cool. And here's an example. If they get in a tower, it's probably going to be a draw. Every time they go to tower. Oh, right here. I don't know what happened here, but we got an extra tower because my partner had a balloon. So that's going to be it for this video. If you're looking for a great 2v2 deck, look no further. This is a great deck. It's amazing for all 2v2 needs. And it's also extremely good for pushing up on ladder. I actually pushed from like 4,200 to 4,324. So it doesn't sound like a lot, but like 100 trophies is pretty good. Excuse me. And another thing that this deck helps you with is Mortar Cycle, because Mortar Cycle, really, your main win condition is actually the rocket. You're only getting mortar hits every now and then, and if they're bad, you can get a few more extra hits. So it really helps you with Mortar Cycle because it shows you how defensive you want to be and how every single little bit of damage you can get helps. Like, I was telling my clan that if you get like one Spear Goblin hit, you're happy. If you get an Ice Spirit to the tower, you're happy. If you can somehow get a couple of bat hits on the tower, that's your lucky day. If you can get like a knight hit, it's even luckier. If you get a mortar lock, it's like your luckiest day of your life. So basically, it's just these two decks are very, very similar in that it's all defense, and you can get other damage by Ice Spirits, maybe bats or knight. But usually all your damage comes from your spells. Rocket, poison, rocket, log. And it really helps you to understand how to play the deck better. And it's really a fundamental in learning Mortar Cycle. So, as I was saying, thank you guys so much for watching. If you want to see any certain deck, if you have a deck request, I have every single card in the game. I can't believe I got the Ram Rider. I got it from the challenge, and leave it in the comments if you have a deck request. Like this video if you enjoyed, and subscribe for more daily content, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.